Hey guys, take a look at some of the artwork with me. I wish I would have brought my headphones, but we're gonna just do it anyway. So here are some of the artwork on the cruise, so I'm just gonna share some of the art, okay? So this is cute. This is called Park West Art for Everyone, okay? And this is different. It look like people here, and they're looking up into, I don't know, the heavens maybe, I don't know. It's like a physical existence and a natural existence. I mean, physical and spiritual. I don't know, guys. I'm just looking at it. This one is not going to be shown until later. It's blacked out. Look at this one. Looks like a person's body. And it looks like other people. It's just so dark. Then what is this? Some type of distorted body. It looks like a snake, like he's wrestling with his own demons or something. This is blackened out, to be unveiled later this evening. Yep. Then there's this one, okay, by Park West. Let's look on the other side, see what they have. Hey. I always love art, guys. I love going to museums and galleries and things like that. I just do. All right, so more art. Here we go. I personally prefer textured art where you can, feel it. So this is some type of boat symbolizing spirituality there in my mind. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Then we have that. A lot of human bodies. Something about the human body is just so art-worthy, I guess you could say. Yeah, this is it says art gallery across there. Art gallery. Oh gosh, look at that. Look at the butt cheeks coming off. It's so weird. What the heck is that? Look like ants on there too. Very interesting. All I can say is, y'all, if people is selling stuff like this, it's time for me to start doing some artwork, okay? I can do this. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm being naive. Oh, but here's some textured art. Here's exactly the kind of art that I like and would buy. You can feel it. I'm gonna show you guys. And it's colorful. I love colorful textured art. When I get back home, I'll show y'all my artwork at home, okay? This is textured. Yes, a little girl, a dog, an umbrella, in a storm. Beautiful. See, this is, you can touch it. Yeah, you can feel it. Look at that, guys. Ooh-wee. Oh my God. Guys, look at that. Ooh-wee. This is a bit much. This looked like something my kids made. I can show you at home. My kids made something like this already. My kids made something like that. I'm exaggerating, but yeah. Look at that, guys. My favorite type of textured art. I use the word texture. Somebody else might use some other word. I don't know. Oh, a love. Oh, I love love, guys. I know I've been divorced twice and been dumped and considered unwanted, old and ugly and evil and all that stuff. I get it. But I still love love. I do. I I do. I love love. Although I believe love comes from Most High. He's the one that distributes it to us in His own measured amount, and it's our job to use it wisely. Oh my God, look at this. What the heck are we looking at? It's like the woman has one half of the butterfly wing, and then some type of insect has the other side. That is so interesting. And then this is in the middle with a bird at the top. Wow. And then some type of moon shape. And she's at the beach. This is just saying way too much for me. Oh my gosh. Once again, lovers. You know, my channel is about twin flames, the good and the bad of twin flames and kingdom marriage and those who Most High put together, you know. That's what my channel was all about. Oh wow, guys. Amazing, amazing. Is there more? Oh, this would be so cool for the kids' room. Yeah, look at that. I love art galleries and museums and things. Whenever my kids would have AAU events, I would always find some type of, you know, extra curricular activity to do, you know, where it would be more than just about basketball. Why would a typewriter be on top of a body, on top of a, whatever that is? That is so weird, guys. An elephant on top of books. And look like a, interesting, very good. Very interesting, guys. So I'm just gonna walk around and see what's going on here. Oh my God. This is their tax and duty-free area. And they have these cool cigar boxes. I'm not really a cigar girl, although I've been to a couple of cigar bars in my time. And they have their alcohol on display. Okay. I'm just walking and looking. No harm in that, right? I'm taking you guys with me. Any interesting jewelry in here? Not really, but let me just take a look. I do have a couple of items like this. Yeah. One of my ex-boyfriends, while I was married, and I was dating while I was married, I had an open marriage. I think he was at an airport somewhere, and one of these stores are in the airport, and he bought me like a necklace and ring set, necklace and earring set. I may have to wear it soon, just because, you know, I mentioned it. Look, guys, I like bracelets like that, especially this one. That's nice, but that's cute because of the color. Okay, and they have like, you know, desk purses, and, you know, different things. Okay, well, that was fun. I'll let you guys just continue to walk with me, you know. I have on my dream catcher earrings. And I'm pretty sure I got this from City Trends, probably. My little City Trends necklace. Oh, this is like look at the auditorium, guys. A really nice auditorium. for activities and events and things. I'm gonna have to look on the activity on the schedule and see what's gonna be performing before I leave in a few days. So let's go downstairs and see what's on the next level. I'm trying to find some music so I can dance. It's the middle of the day, but on these shoes cribs, it's like shoes, cruise ships. This one has like 9 floors, I think, 9 or 10 floors. 9. Hold that note. Broadway Melodies. Broadway Melodies where? Oh, in there? The theater is temporarily closed. Okay. Alright. Let's see what's going on this floor. Oh, there go the casino, guys. Let's go through the casino real quick. They have a casino. There's no one in here. So we can just walk through it, I guess. Cruise Casino. Cruise Casino. I guess she's the lucky lady of the day. It's real quiet in here. Very quiet. You know, the casino lights up at night. You know, people come in here and want to spend their money at night. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so let me keep it rolling. What the heck is that? Interesting piece of art over there. I need one of those sticks where it can be out further. You can see more of the background and stuff. Casino. Okay, so there's nothing going on over here. Okay, so let me go downstairs, see what I can find. If not, then we'll go up on top and maybe just walk around the boat. At the top, I just felt like getting out my room for a second. See what's going on. I took a nap, y'all. I took an old lady nap. Wait a minute. This is the 4th floor? I guess ain't nothing going on this floor. I want to go where the fun is. Where's the fun at? Did I miss it? I think I missed the fun. I think it was on the 5th floor. No? I don't know what I'm doing, guys. These look like rooms. Okay, so let me go down one more floor. So I was trying to find the music. Look at this, guys. The art in the hallways. I like stuff like this. This is just... look at this huge... I mean, like, how do you even make something like that? Oh, it's sectioned. See, it's sectioned. That's how they make it. Okay, makes sense. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what floor is this? 3? I don't think there's anything on 2. Let me see. I don't think so. I think everything is up. Okay, well, let me just take the elevator up. Because I don't feel like taking no more stairs all the way to the 9th floor. Mm-hmm. These are some fancy elevators. They got like these, you know, you touch it up like that. So yes, my cruise experience, guys. Yeah, I was talking to a Puerto Rican couple in the hot tub earlier before I took my nap. Let's go to the 9th floor. There's always something happening on the 9th floor. But yeah, look at the buttons on here. I get, you know, it's made like that. Like I said, it's just a different type of elevator, you know. So yeah, I was talking to a Puerto Rican couple because for the past like almost 15 years, I have either, is this the 9th floor? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a lot of people here on this floor. But yeah, for the past like 15 years, I'm not trying to eat, so I'm gonna go this way. So the past 15 years or so, I've said that about 4 or 5 times. I've been a snowbird, meaning that I live in the north, but in the wintertime, maybe I eat an ice cream, y'all. How my stomach feel? Let me see how my stomach feel first. But so in the wintertime, in the winter, I head south, and for about at least 8 winters in a row, I was in Georgia. Every winter I would head to Georgia. And then after the Georgia experience expired, I switched up to Florida. And I actually had an apartment in Florida, that I could go back and forth to Michigan, Florida, Texas. Because at the time my husband was traveling, so I would be in Tennessee, Kentucky, wherever with him. But for the most part, I was we found somewhere where I could sit down. Find somewhere to sit down where I can get out of the sun. Sit down and talk to you guys. The smoking section. I don't want to be around no smokers unless I'm, smoking what I smoke, I ain't smoking what they ain't smoking what I smoke. So I was talking to this Puerto Rican couple because we just came from Puerto Rico. And I'm like, okay, so Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. So, what is it like there? And where can snowbirds, hang out for the winter? And so, again, my Florida experience has expired. I only got like 4 years, 4 or 5 years out of that. 4 years out of the Florida experience, 8 out of Georgia. So now I might be switching to Puerto Rico for the winters. And they were saying that the west part of Puerto Rico is probably better. I forget why they said the east part wasn't. But they were saying that there's basically a monopoly on the electrical supply there. So the electrical supply is an issue. But other than that, but like K through 12, the school system speaks Spanish and they offer English classes. I was like, really? Isn't that something? So I'm like, okay. I think I can handle it, for 2 or 3 months being in Puerto Rico for the winter. I'm one of those people who experience like seasonal depression. So when it gets cold in wintertime, I become, somewhat depressed. Not like suicidal or, nothing like that. I just need to be in warm weather. I'm a water baby, I'm a nudist. I like being free, exposed to the air. You know what I mean? Warm air, warm weather. I'm not meant to be in the north. We were migrated up there to die. They sent us up there in the 1900s from the south up to the north, basically so we could die off. They knew that climate wasn't for us. It wasn't for us. Of course, we make do and we've adapted as a people, but it's it's not really for us. That cold weather like that. So when winters come, I need to go somewhere else. This past winter, I sweated it out. I didn't have anywhere to go this year. This past winter, I didn't have anywhere to go. So now that I visit Puerto Rico and see that it has enough life there for me to feel comfortable. If I can, just find a spot to stay, probably a hotel. I could stay in a hotel for like 2 or 3 months just to get through the winter months and then come back to Michigan because I have a family home. So as long as someone lives in a family home, which someone does, always go there, then, I can come and go as I please, as I've always done. You know what I'm saying? Now that things are stabilizing in my life after the divorce, my life is starting to stabilize. Thank the Lord, Lord knows I was put through the ringer, but I survived. I made it. God. Thank y'all for helping me. Thank y'all for letting me feel comfortable enough and safe enough to come on the internet and share my story, share my vulnerabilities, because most of us are raised not to do this, and it's considered bad and, just stinky. It's just a stinky thing, it's frowned upon in our society to be vulnerable in public. Well, if you don't have any private people to vent to, like your age and a little older, if you don't have anyone in your generation to talk to, and therapy just isn't going to do it, I've done the therapy thing, so sometimes people just need to vent, and it don't matter who it is. It don't matter, as long as you get it out. So you don't hold it in, internalize it, and cause harm to yourself. One way or another. You can cause harm to yourself by working too much, trying to avoid your issues. Working too much to avoid your issues is harmful. It's the same type of thing. So, oh my God, guys, it just feels so good. I'm sitting in a chair out on the ship among, on the 9th floor, just out in the open, and this is my view. Just sitting in this chair. This is my view, sitting in this chair. I already went out there to, where are we? Antigua. That's right, we're still in Antigua. So yeah, I already went out there, and did my little thing, I didn't, pay for an excursion or nothing like that. Not this trip. This trip isn't about doing a bunch of excursions and stuff. It's about me enjoying the weather, celebrating being 55 this year, celebrating being divorced, and having liberty to love Most High and praise Him and worship Him in my most authentic way without being blocked, stopped, shamed, blamed, you know what I mean? And mocked because of my belief by my own, relatives, my own spouse. Tired. So I know my gift is unusual. It's not the norm. And in fact, I was in conversation with a lady recently on this cruise, and she was expressing how, oh no, I don't have nothing to do with that. That's evil. Ain't nothing in the Bible about that kind of stuff, and that kind of thing. And I was like, all I could do is respect her opinion, respect her experience. I'm not going to disagree because that's her experience. Who am I not to disagree with her opinion and experience. Nobody. So I listened and just respected and expressed why I do. And she, listened, And you know what she did, guys? I love her for this. She asked me a question because I've been sharing my divorce story with, a few people that I've met, and here. And she asked me, she said, "Do you want your husband back?" And I looked at her, I was shocked because no one's ever asked me that before. No one's ever asked me, do I want my husband back? At least I don't think. And I had to think, I was like, no, I want justice. That's totally different. See, she's thinking because I want justice, that I'm not letting go and I'm holding on. Well, I think justice is one thing. I think it's separate from accepting the fact that he left and has married someone else. I totally accept that. I didn't even try to stop it. I didn't try to stop it. Now, I will admit, I sent one warning shot to let her know that you're marrying a creep. Just one little message. One day of, venting, letting her know. Who are you, lady? Where you come from? She was a complete stranger to me. You know what I'm saying? So, I think I had every right, after 25 years of marriage, to at least ask, like, who, what, when, where, how, why? Ain't that reasonable? Why would that be considered holding on and not letting go? Because I was hoodwinked, blindsided. He secretly went behind my back and got this woman and married her. Divorced me. 25 years of life. I can't ask no questions without being accused of holding on and refusing to let go. That's ridiculous, guys. That's ridiculous. So, again, the first marriage, I accepted that kind of foolery. Oh, he don't want me. I'm just going to move on. Let go. Have no demands. Have no questions. Just, go. Let the next woman just slide on in and do what she did. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the hell? This second time, I'm not going to let it just be that smooth. Hey, it's the second time. Switch the shit up a little bit. So the only thing I did different this time, I didn't know about the lady, so I couldn't stop anything, and that's what he was counting on. He was counting on keeping it a secret, so no one could stop it, including me, especially me. He didn't want me to stop it, and that's fine. Like I said, he has dated other women in our marriage. It's no big deal. But I wanted an honest. I wanted everything to be honest. But he refused to be honest. Refused. Went out of his way to lie and be deceptive. And I think I have the right to call it out. We were legally married. And he did this on my marriage license. So yeah, I have the right to say something. I wasn't just some, one night stand complaining. A whole life with some kids. You know what I'm saying? So only thing I did was just complain one day. And that was it. And I would let them get married, do their own thing. I didn't interfere. Ain't no reason to do all that in my mouth. And now that they're actually married, now I can go gangbuster on it. Because they married. They got each other. I didn't stop it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. So now I can go gangbusters, just tell my story. Because I don't have no money. I don't have no money on my own. And the only way I can get some money, me personally, I'm not talking about some other woman. I'm talking about me personally, based on my experience in life, from childhood on up. The best thing I can do is tell my story and hope to get a bag. That's it. And for whatever reason, whether he like it or not, I like it or not, anyone else in our life like it or not, he's the worst thing that ever happened to me. The worst thing. And it's so bad to the point where, again, when we get to heaven, you know, if there's going to be like a spiritual court, which I believe there will, some type of spiritual court, our case is going to be there because the case wasn't handled right here on earth. It wasn't handled right here on earth. So, and I've said this in other videos, and I'm going to keep saying it. That's what this whole channel is about. This whole channel is about me standing up for me and other women and men who are in my situation. This is a channel for us. People who know that, you know, Most High has something to do with their marriage and their spouse decided to be disobedient. Now, other people may not have this testimony, and that's okay. They may just simply say, hey, I was in love and we broke up and we went out of our lives. And you should do the same. Well, for those people, good for you. I've had that experience in the past too. All my other breakups were like that. All the other breakups. This is the only one breakup that was this disruptive. That was built on lies, deceit, you know, cheating on levels that just makes you want to throw up. You know, whenever your husband cheats with your children's lovers, I heard some lady say, I would have beat his ass. And you know what? That's what this channel is about. It's called beating his ass now. Not so much with my actual physical foot beating his ass. Nah, I gotta beat him with the law. Beat him with words. Beat him with the word of God. You know what I'm saying? The Bible make it very clear what they did was wrong. And they know they wrong. They know they wrong. They know they wrong. She knows he was married. He know he was married. It don't matter what our condition our marriage was in. It don't matter what condition our marriage was in. He had no right to do what he did. And she had no right to do what she did. Period. And I want all my kids to know and grandkids to know that this was wrong and don't live this way. Don't go around being a homewrecker. It's none of your business what somebody's marriage is going through. None of your business. It's the two people in that marriage business. They're the ones that created that mess. They're the ones that has to fix their mess. People on the outside, lovers, should not be trying to fix somebody's marriage. What? But anyway, we're going to let that go. But I'm having a wonderful time. Let me turn the camera off and just sit here. Look at this view. The breeze on my face. Y'all can't see the breeze on me, but it's a nice breeze coming through. Because this window is open. The breeze is coming through. It feels good. I just prop my legs open, get some air everywhere. Oh, I got my legs all open, getting air there. For your support, and I know some of you love me too. Even though we've never met, I know that you guys are sending love my way, and I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay, guys. Alright. It feels good to, change out my little outfits, and I pull my hair up. Focus on me. Finally. Because even me being gone for these few days, getting back and forth to work. My daughter Lori, she's doing her thing. They probably miss me about that much. Not that much. Because they have lives. They have full lives. That's my job. My job is to make sure my kids and grandkids have full lives. Be supportive. That's my number one goal right now. It's just, obey Most High, serve the community, serve you all, my community, and my tribe. And, just be here for my kids and grandkids from here on out. And if I meet people today, go out with or go on vacations with, stuff like that, then I'll do that. Other than that, hey, it's a wrap. I'm just retired and chill. I may do things here and there to keep, some money coming in. I'm interested in doing tarot cards. I'm interested in continuing traveling. I'm interested in, finding ways, books, TV, movies. I want to be creative, direct, produce, all that kind of stuff. Dance, just entertain, perform, live my life, create ways to make money. I ain't trying to be the wealthiest out there. I ain't got to be the wealthiest. I just want my own yacht, access to a yacht on a regular basis. Be able to go somewhere in the winters to ease my depression in the winters. Just have some friends to hang out with at the new beaches and stuff. Take my kids, bring kids to the Disney cruise sometimes. Stuff like that. Nothing too major. Just be wealthy and rich from here on out. After 55 years of struggling, between family and spouses and stuff, I think it's okay for me to be rich now. Have millions. Going for this place. Nothing wrong with that. My exes, that's what they doing. They living their best life. My exes, they with who they want to be with. They traveling. They making plenty of money. They happy. They used me for what they could use me for and went on to be happy. And I have to accept that. That I was supportive to people. I made a difference in people's lives. I didn't make their lives worse. They were able to leave me and go to other women. Have homes and money. I was the one that had to both times start all over. But, Most High, He know what He doing. He know what He doing. I'm not struggling. I'm on vacation. I'm still in a position where I can have a good life too. Good. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll let you go. It's just going to take some work on my part. Okay. I'm past the hard part. I'm past the extreme disappointment. I'm past the extreme, in some other words, when you be hurt. You be disappointed, you be hurt, you be angry, jealous, neglected, abandoned, miserable. I'm sorry.
Are you using those chairs?
No, I'm not. No, go right ahead. You mind your way? So, I like her swimsuit. It's cute. Cute swimsuit. It's similar to the black bottoms. I have some black bikini bottoms that's kind of like her pink bottom. So anyway, yeah, so I've gotten past a lot of that. And when I'm sharing my stories like this, I'm an actress. And I know how to pull emotions. I'm an emotional person and I don't try to hide my emotions. That makes me a good performer, to be able to cry like that. To be able to feel anger, feel sad, feel joy, feel happiness at just a moment's notice. That's what makes me a good dancer. To be able to respond fast. That's what what makes me a good, everything that I am. You know, being intuitive. You know, I don't deny how I feel. I don't deny what I know. I don't deny who I am. I let it all come out. You know, we live in a world that want you to keep it all in and die with it, so other people can be happy. The more you hold inside and die with it, other people are happy off of it. If I wasn't saying nothing right now, that just helps my ex and his new wife be just that much happier. They don't give a crap about me. They were depending on my demise, depending on my destruction for their happiness. Him leaving me crushed and broken is the foundation of their marriage. Isn't that deep? So what happens when Most High, as Most High continue to bless me, you know, pull me from up under their spell of destruction? It's gonna happen. It's the opposite effect of that. It's just automatic and natural, a natural consequence. It's called you do the math, you know. You know how there's cause and effect? There has to be some type of effect to abandoning a marriage, just to jump into another. There has to be. Even though there may be justifications in their minds. Oh, she was a piece of shit. She was black. She was evil. She never deserved you in the first place. You know, whatever. See, it's her turn now. It's her turn. She's gonna become the unwanted wife. They're gonna barely talk. You know, all of that. It'll get there. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off this phone. And it's not that I'm wishing them bad. It's just that I'm wishing myself well. And as I do that, there's a natural consequence to it. When you build your foundation off of somebody else's pain and demise and destruction, that's all I'm saying. Ooh, this breeze feel good, y'all. Oh, Jesus. I don't even feel like getting no more water. Maybe later today I might get more water. I've been in the water twice today. But yeah, so Puerto Rico, guys, for the winter. Interesting. I would love it. So relaxed. The rest of my life, I just want to talk. Talk about me. Talk about my life. Make money from it. I haven't made any money from it yet, but it's coming, guys. I'm not in a big hurry. I want to make sure my product is right. I want to make sure Dr. Leisha the Preacher Ministries is a solid, good product. Right now, it's just a bunch of videos, you know, out here expressing myself. But I need to bring some structure and order to all of this. You know, I want, you know, my tarot cards to be organized and published. I want my books to be, you know, well written and multiple books, you know what I'm saying? So this is going to take time. This is going to take time. I started 7 years ago, but I wasn't challenged to really do anything with this until like 4 years ago. 4 years ago is when I really started taking this more serious, I guess you could say, more serious. And start taking this more serious and started, having a plan of what I want to do. So, yeah. Now I'm starting to actually meet people that can help me. You know what I mean? And I can't rush them or nothing because they're just helpers. You know what I mean? Like I'm paying them at the moment. So as people willing to, volunteer their time and effort, energy, and stuff, I have to be patient and wait and keep working, keep making my videos, keep making my tarot cards. I have several decks that are made and in the making. It's just a matter of taking the time out to get them all typed up. It takes time to do all this stuff. When you have like several hundred cards that need to be typed up, and then you got to put photos to them, and you got to get card stock, and all this stuff. So it takes work, but I'm gonna get there, guys. Keep praying for me. You can donate to my channel. My Cash App is always on there. But in the meantime, hey, Most High, He got it. He got it. But your support is needed too. I don't want to act like your support wouldn't be needed. And also, my goddaughter in Florida, she was hit by Hurricane Helene. All her furniture is damaged, rain damaged and molded and had to be thrown out. Her ceiling in her living room had fell, it was just water standing in her apartment. She couldn't stay there for several days. And then now Milton is coming, is supposed to be coming. So I'm in constant contact with Misha. I may have to fly her to Michigan. I don't know. Depending on how Milton acts, I may have to, have her come to Michigan. So we'll see, guys. Just be in prayer. I did do a video asking for support for her, giving her Cash App. I think her Cash App is $MESHAA137. Something like that. So I'll put it on here. When I make this piece a short, this will be a short piece, and I'll put the Cash App on it again. So any help, would be helpful. Of course, I've been helping her, and so I appreciate your support too. All right, guys, thank you so much. So I'm just going to continue to, sit here. Maybe I might walk around. I'm thirsty, actually. I need something to drink, so I might go get something to drink real quick. But I am so relaxed. I needed this vacation where I could just run around like a kid. Run around like a kid. Just run around a boat, having fun, eat when I want to eat, get in the water when I want to get in the water. Then we stop. I can go, shopping, browse around the little towns. It's nice, simple, sweet, nothing too heavy, no overcommitment. It's the kind of trip where if you're with somebody, great. If you're not, it's okay too. I've been on a lot of cruises with partners. I've been with my husband, of course, and I've been on cruises with my kids and even some former, boyfriends and stuff. So I've been on cruises with other people with no problem. Yeah, even the first marriage, his second wife had kids with the first husband too. So he has a first and second wife with kids by him. And she and I, like sister wives, we took our kids on cruises together, like the Disney cruise and stuff. So yeah, I think sister wives are wonderful. When a man can be honest or come clean, when he can come clean, be honest, and when everyone can repent and get along, it's best. The kids get to benefit. The kids benefit and everybody get along. And that's another reason why I'm making a big stink of this second situation, because he was a witness to how smooth it can go. He was a witness. Now, does that mean we never have problems? No, that don't mean we never have problems. No, that don't mean that. But he is a witness, the second husband, on how it can be. He just didn't want that. He didn't want to be at peace. He didn't want to be at peace. He wanted to be done and make a clean break to his preference. And that's fine. But you have to be just. You have to pay for what you want in this life. I don't know anyone who don't pay for what they want. And if you're married to one person and you tired of them and you want somebody else, you gotta pay the transfer fees. All of them. You can't cut them out. You're trying to X me out. Act like I don't exist so you can cut some corners on cost. I ain't that dead. I ain't that old. I ain't that ugly. I ain't that dumb. So that you just run away like that without paying all the fees. And you can run all you want. Be all up in her bed all you want. But you gotta leave that money on my table, bro. You gotta leave that money on the nightstand, okay? You gotta pay to play. Just because you get tired and bored don't mean the bill go away. Even if you tear up your car and total your car out, if your insurance company don't pay it, or if you don't have no insurance company, whatever your case is, you still got to pay the finance company. You can buy a brand new car and decide a week later, I don't like this car, it's too expensive, it's ugly, why did I ever want this car, what was wrong with me? The finance company do not care. You're going to make them payments for 60 months, 72 months, however, whatever you agree to. Well, I'm a finance company, and I'm holding husbands, putting their feet to the fire, to the first wives now. I'm the first wives club. That's what this channel is about. First wives getting what's due. No matter what he do, he can do whatever he wants, but he better pay the bill. Better pay to play. And some women ain't cheap. Some women ain't cheap. I might be submissive. I might be obedient. And I may know how to play to win. But I'm not cheap. I mean, my earrings might cost $20, but I'm not cheap. I may have bought this necklace from City Trends, but I'm not cheap. Does that make sense, y'all? My weave, my braided weave here, may cost $1.99 a pack, but I'm not cheap. Why does it sound silly? But it's true. It sounds funny, but it's true. Oh gosh. I really hope that this winter I can figure out how to stay in Puerto Rico for a couple of months. Wouldn't it be cool? I don't know how that's gonna happen. I have a little time to figure it out, guys. Just a little time. If not this winter, I'll see if I can set it up for next winter. I may have to hide out in Atlanta this winter. I don't know. Pray on it, right? You gotta pray and fast. But I believe something gonna happen. Somehow, some way. Okay, let me turn this video off. I'm just being silly. Having fun. I'm happy, y'all. I'm happy. This is weird. You know, when you have gone through and, you know, you've been patient and long-suffering. I've been patient with my ex. I've used the fruit of long-suffering and all of that. He will never admit it, see it, know it, acknowledge it, of course. But I know. I actually feel good and have pride in the fact that with both husbands, they were able to move on and get new wives. That says a lot about me. You know, even though men are supposed to be the leaders, they're supposed to be the leaders. They're supposed to lead women and children to safe and happy lives. Well, neither husband did that for me. But I did lead them. I led them into happy lives. While we were married, both husbands, while we were married, we were homeowners. The whole marriage, the whole time I was married in either situation, we were homeowners. One of them agreed to be a business owner with me. The second one refused. Wouldn't do it. Determined to be 9 to 5. I don't have a problem with 9 to 5, but to me, you have to be an entrepreneur. You can't rely on just that 9 to 5. You gotta have something else that's yours that you can hand down to the next generation. Now, my first husband, he may be guilty of not handing that business down. The verdict is still out. It's not too late. We're gonna have to see how he do. But at the end of the day, at least, you know, a business came out of the marriage that still exists and very lucrative. Both husbands, successful careers, and able to leave me and just go to the next wonderful woman in their life. Wonderful to them. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, that says that I did a good job. Had they treated me the same way, made sure I was straight, and led me to a better life, you know, then all of us could be better off. But both of them left me high and dry. Left me with less. You know, went to other women acting like I didn't need anything. After I've labored and worked. It's just not fair. And so, again, even if, you know, the work I'm doing doesn't yield much, I believe the work I'm doing, all this talking and work I'm putting together, someone else may be able to change family laws. I don't think two men should be able to legally marry in the system we're in. I don't think it's fair to change it that drastic after all these years. I don't think it's fair that a man can just leave his women, his wife and children pretty much broke. I don't think it's fair another woman can steal a husband. And yes, it is possible to steal a husband. I didn't think that at first. I spent all those years thinking that was not possible until it happened to me. When it happened to me, and I said, damn, it can happen. I really didn't think it could happen before. I thought, hey, stealing now. People just, like I said, the first time, you know, I was cheated on. I was like, oh, well, you know, you cheated. I guess, you know, I don't want to stay. So, you know, I got to bite the dust, you know. I'm like, hell no, it ain't got to be that way. It don't. It didn't used to be. It doesn't have to be. So, that's the point. It's time to change. It's time to change. And I'm willing to volunteer myself, my case, my life, I'm willing to be mocked, humiliated further for the cause. Suffer for the cause. It is what it is. And chances are I may never get another legal husband because of my dedication to this and my passion. And I'm fine. Because they just, based on my 2-0 record, they just gonna leave me for somebody else anyway. Does that mean the next one would do that? No, it don't. It don't. But is it worth me finding out? You the man. Is it worth you finding out? Because if you've been following my channel all this time, you're in a similar situation. Is it worth you finding out? It ain't worth me finding out. Now, if Most High sends someone, I believe I'll know it without a doubt. That's different. When he puts you on assignment, you know he gonna bring you out. Either he gonna leave you in whole, or pull you out just in time. Oh Lord. All right, let me get off this phone. I don't know who's listening. There's a lot of people around. It's getting busy out here. All right, one more time. I love you guys. I said it before. I love you guys. Thanks for following me. And